What's going on, guys and gals? It's Dragon to get back again for a Duel Links content video. Today we're jumping in and we're going to be checking out the new box that's dropped today, Blackstorm Rising. This is a really cool and interesting box. I really like it. I think there's a lot of cool stuff in here and stuff that I'm really excited to get down and using. So, for this, the archetypes, basically, a lot of the archetypes that I'm covering in this box is all based around, like, winged beasts. It's basically based around Crow. It's like Crow's box, kind of. Power of Bravery was Leo, the other one was, Yusei, so on and so forth. It's kind of because you all get their ace monster. But this box is more based around, like, your reptiles, your beast warriors, your beasts, I think beast warriors. Or not beast warriors, winged beasts is what I meant to say. I think mostly winged beasts, winged beasts, some dragons, some harpies stuff, and reptiles are definitely in here. We also have some other cards. So let's go through the ultras and the SRs, and then we'll open up our 10 packs and see what we can get, and go over everything that these cards. We'll go through the rares and the normals when we open our 10 packs. So for first ultra rare we have is Reptilian Vasky, and this card cannot be normal summon or sets. This card cannot be special summoned except by tributing 2 face-up monsters with 0 attack from anywhere on the field. So that's interesting if your opponent has, I suppose you could always give your opponent some, or maybe whatever card. I don't know. Once per turn, you can select and destroy 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. There can only be 1 face-up Reptilian on Vasky on the field. So this once per turn. It's an interesting card. I kind of like it. It's definitely cool. It's a bit like the your Anatom. Was it the one that came with the aliens reptile? It's a bit like not similar to that, but sort of type of reptile. But yeah, interesting card indeed. Yeah, it's okay. It's an interesting card. I don't know how much play it's gonna see. It can be kind of hard, I guess, to get out, but I don't know. We're just going to wait and see. And for the next card, we have for our next ultra, we have Dark Horse. So it's like Horse, the Black Moon Dragon, Dark Horse instead. Once per turn after resolving. Once per turn after resolving a spell card that was activated during your opponent's main phase, you can target one level 4 Dark Monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target. This card must be on the face of the field. Activate resolves the effect. Okay, it's an interesting, very specific kind of effect. I don't know how useful it's gonna be, but I guess it's here anyway, which I guess is kind of cool. And then probably, your staple for your Blackwings, probably going to be stable. You're going to want probably 3 of this. I'm guessing you're probably going to want 3 of these guys. We have Blackwing board the Spear. If you control a Blackwing monster and board the Spear, you can special summon this card from your hand. I think that's a useful effect. I think it's a really good effect, especially for synchro summoning. This card attacks monster inflict piercing, so it's pretty cool. But what I've heard so far from Blackwing, or people saying about Blackwings, I don't know personally. A lot of people are saying Blackwings are still not going to be nowhere good. They're not going to be top tier. It's still probably going to be pretty bad. But definitely I'm excited though. I'm really excited for Blackwings. I don't really care whether they're good yet at the moment. I just want to use Blackwings because I really think they're a fun archetype, and definitely one of the most fun archetypes to play in the game. So yeah, I really like Blackwings. So you probably want 3 of this guy. The piercing is nice, and the special summon from the hand is really nice. Then we finally have in the game that was in Pegasus Creator skill. We have Breaker the Magical Warrior, classic Berserker Soul. If you remember that episode. This card is normal summon, place 1 spell counter on it. This card max 1. This card gains 3 attack for each spell counter on it. You remove 1 spell counter on the field and target 1 spell trap card on the field. Destroy it. Nice card. It's a really nice card. Breaker is a classic, really good card back in the day. I don't know how well it's going to play in Duel Links, but it might be. There might be definitely some wombo combos there. And then we also have your boy Black Winged Dragon, which is Crow's ace card. But what I don't understand is they didn't make this card work with Blackwings. It's not compatible with Blackwings, which is just strange to me, but from what I've heard, people say that this does not work with Blackwings. 1 turn plus 1 or more non-tuner. When you take damage from a card effect, if you would take damage from a card effect, place 1 black counter on this card loses 700 attack for each black counter on it. Once per turn, you can remove all black feathers. I say black counters, black feathers. Black feather counters on this card to then target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. The target loses 7 attack for each black feather counter you removed, and if it does, inflict damage equal to the attack lost by this effect. Interesting card. I mean, you probably already know. You probably already know what this card does from Crow's skill. So yeah, but yeah, that's Blackwing Dragon basically. And then we have Dragoony Knight Vigirania. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm butchering that. But yeah, Dragoony is now in the game, which is another archetype that I don't. I want to say it's an archetype I really like, but it's an archetype I am interested in. Definitely something I would love. Definitely something I don't mind seeing in Duel Links. Um, One Dragon Tuner plus one or more non-tuner winged beast monsters. Once the card special, you can target one 3 or lower Dragon type Dragoony monster in your graveyard. Equip that target this card. Once per turn, you can send one equipped card to the graveyard. Double this card's attack until the end phase. So that's really nice effect. I really like that. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's really cool. There's a lot of definitely good Dragoon combos, and there's definitely more Dragoonities on the way, I think. Yeah, so, yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I really like this Dragoonian Knight card. I think it's pretty cool. Now for our next ultra, we have one of the stable, I guess the stable kind of Blackwing cards to continue the spell. Black Whirlwind, which is an interesting spell. Probably, I mean, not the best thing we could have gotten, but, you know, whatever. When a Blackwing monster is normal summoned by the start of the field, you can add one Blackwing monster from your deck to your hand with less attack to that monster. So it's nothing, I don't think it's amazing, but I guess it's cool nevertheless. And now a card that is amazing that I think is really, really great. I think that's good. You want to want 3 copies of this card, 100%. Is we have Cards of Consonance, a great card, a good staple card in the TCG. This is a really good card. Just discard 1 Dragon type tuner monster with 1,000 or less attack. Draw 2 cards. So it's a good draw power card, a really nice card. And then another trap that was in the, or another card that was in the Pegasus Creator skill is now in a game. It's a Sakuretsu Armor. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, target the attacking monster, destroy that target. So it's a bit like Widespread Rune, only just for the attacking monster. It's not really the monster with the highest attack. So yeah, I think it's a really good card. Sakuretsu Armor is definitely a classic card that's been in the game for a while, but it's cool to see it in the game. That's pretty cool to see it in the game. Yeah, so for the SRs we have Blackwing Shura the Blue Flame, which is a really good Blackwing card. As far as I know, I think it is. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by balance at the graveyard, you can special summon one Blackwing monster with 1,500 less attack from your deck, but its effects negated. Yeah, I think it's actually a really good card. That's a really good card. I like it. Now we're adding another support to Bujins, Bujingi Cranes. This is really interesting. Bujingi Cranes actually really nice. During damage calculated by turn, if a beast warrior type Bujin monster you control battles the opponent's monster, you can send this card from the graveyard. The attack of the monster becomes double its original attack during damage calc only. Really nice Bujin card. I think it's really cool in the game. I'm happy to see it in the game. Now we have Dragoonity Ducks. This card gains 2 attack for each face up Dragoonity monster you control. This card gains 2 attack for each face up. So I think that's including himself. So he's already a 1,700 beater by himself. This card's normally because select 1 level 3 or lower Dragoonity monster in your graveyard, equipped to this card. Interesting. I think there's some spells and stuff you can do with that. Yeah. We also have Harpy Queen is now in the game, which is really interesting. You can discard this card to the graveyard, add 1 Harpy's Hunting Ground from your deck to your hand. This card becomes Harpy related what's on the field in the graveyard. So it's a bit like Zeraldus, what's his name? Zeradius, the guy who you can discard that sector and discard to your hand. It's a bit like that. Only for Harpies this time. So it's good draw power for Harpy's Hunting Ground, which is now in the game and not just as a skill. We also have Gigantic Cepha Lotus. This card gains 2 attack for each plant type monsters. This card gains 2 attack each time a plant monster is sent from the field to graveyard. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. There might be some kind of memes going on with that there. It's gonna be kind of funny card. There's probably some plants. I'm trying to think of different plants you could send to the graveyard. This card, not really thinking of it. Maybe Grass's Greener combo, maybe. You could have a plant type monster sent from the field to the graveyard. Never mind. I don't really know. Arrow Mages, maybe? I'm not too sure. I'm sure there's something there. You guys will figure out what to do. I'm not really too sure myself. And we have another 2000 vanilla beater. We have Phantom Griffin. The other one we have was Megalomasher X. Is that his name? Megalomasher X. From the... Which box was it? Was it Gaia Genesis? Burning Nova? Burning Nova, I think. Burning Nova or Gaia Genesis? Burning Nova. Yeah, Megalosmasher X. So that guy. Same as that guy, only this time it's a wind I went into the wrong thing. Sorry, guys. Only it's a wind monster and a winged beast. This time around. Yeah, winged beast this time around. So it's a winged type beast, but still 2,000, 4-star, 0 attack or 0 defense. We also have Blackwing or Blackwing Armed Wing. Really nostalgic card. I always get kind of like nostalgic with these Blackwing cards. 'Cause I remember watching it during 5Ds when 5Ds came out. It's just like it's cool. This card defects defense. Yeah, that's not right. One Blackwing tuner plus one or more non-tuner. I forgot to read that too. One or more non-tuner monsters. If this card attacks a defense-position monster, it gains 5 attack to damage step only. Also inflict piercing to your opponent. So interesting card. Nothing special. Kind of cool, but nothing special. We also have another Dragoonity, which is Dragoonity Knight Gayderg. I think. Gayderg. Yeah, I guess. I'm not too sure. Once per turn, one Dragon Tuner or more non-tuner winged beast monsters during once per turn during your main phase, you can add one level 4 lower dragon or type or winged beast type monster from your deck to your hand, then discard one dragon type or winged beast monster. Interesting card. You can add one. Okay, that's kind of cool. Interesting indeed. Interesting indeed. You also then have Harpy's Hunting Ground, which is nothing new. It was added during the skill, which was nerfed because it actually made Harpies like really good at the time, and then the skill was like nerfed, but now it's a staple. Now it's a card in the game. All winged beast type monsters could gain a 200 attack and defense. When a Harpy Lady or Harpy Lady sisters are normal summon or special, the player who conducted that summon targets one spell or trap on the field destroyed. So pretty cool. Soul Lace is now in the game as well. Soul Lace is in the game, so target up to 5 cards in your graveyard and banish them. So really classic Soul Lace card back in the day. Actually, as far as I can remember, I have one Soul Release. That I think Soul Release was in the. Never mind, it's not. It was already in the game. It was in the selection box. Selection box 2, I think. Soul Release was there, and that's in the actual box in the game. I completely forgot about that actually. So yeah, Soul Release was in that box, and now it's here in the game, or in the Blackstorm Rising box. So yeah, that's pretty much all the SRs and the Ultras. Really interesting box indeed. I really like it. It's a little bit annoying though, the way boxes are pumping out every 2 weeks. Not a big fan of that. Really not a big fan. I think Konami was just a little bit too greedy in there. This came out on the 12th of November. This came out on the 12th of November. This came out on like, what was it, 23rd of October. That's not really good. I didn't even finish getting everything from Power Bravery. Like, I didn't get my 3 Buster Blader cards. I'm struggling by it to get. I'm so sorry about that. I dropped something. I'll leave it. I didn't get to finish my Power Bravery box. I didn't get to make a Buster Blader deck. I missed a couple decks in there, and yeah, it's hard to stay on top of videos and stuff. But anyway, without further ado, let's jump in with our first 10 packs and hope we can get pretty darn lucky. And let's go. Alright. So we have Cyborg Doctor. Once per turn, you contribute 1 tuner monster to control to special summon a monster from your graveyard with the same attribute level as attribute monster. I mean, it's a normal card. Whatever. Tuner's Barrier. Select one phase of tuner monster you control. That monster cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects until the end phase of the next turn. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's actually pretty cool. I guess if you want to stall, maybe if you don't have a monster, you could stall till you get one. I think it's pretty cool. That's interesting. We also have Blackwing Silverwind the Ascendant. One Blackwing tuner plus 2 or more non-tuner monsters. When this card is special. Or this card is synchro summon, sorry. You will target 2 face-up monsters on the field with defense lower than this card's attack. Destroy those targets. Okay. You cannot conduct your battle for this turn to activate this effect. During each of your opponent's turns, the first Blackwing monster you control be destroyed by battle is not destroyed. Interesting. Kinda cool, but kinda bad in the sense that it cannot conduct your battle phase turn to activate that, but you are bouncing 2. Possibly bouncing 2, so you know. I like it. It's kinda interesting. It's kind of interesting. Take a drink every time I say interesting, huh? I say it like 20 times a bit, but anyway. Bujingi Swallow. During your main phase, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard, then target one Bujin monster you control. It can make a second attack each battle phase this turn. Other monsters cannot. Okay, so target one Bujin intro. And I said it again. I'm gonna try and not say it. I'm trying not to say it. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like that a little bit. It's kind of cool. Bujingi Raven. Okay, more Bujingi support is really cool. So it's some old support, new support, and new cards in general. When a Bujin monster you control is to a battle an opponent's monster and send to the graveyard, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard, destroy the opponent's monster. That's pretty cool. I like that. I actually like that. Obviously, that requires your monster to be destroyed. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. So we have Blackwing Kogarashi the Wanderer. This is the Wing of Beast. Obviously, the Wing of Beast was the tuner. That's a tuner. Goddamn, that's a what? That's a 6-star tuner. That's kind of crazy. When I face a Blackwing monster you control is destroyed by balance. Destroyed by a card if I can set the graveyard. You can special summon this card from your hand. Place a. Huh. Okay. Place a card from your. I was gonna say it's a 6-star monster, so it's not great. It's hard to summon, but not really. Requires you to sack one, but you could sack a lower one to get a bigger boy out. So I guess when a monster synchro summon using this card, synchro to the opponent. The opponent of this card's owner cannot activate card effects. Okay. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I had to just tend to something there real quick. So yeah, Kogarashi the Wanderer. Where did I stop? Oh yeah, when a monster or synchro summon using this card as a synchro material, the opponent of this card's owner cannot activate cards or effects. Am I reading that right? When a monster or synchro summon using the opponent of this card's owner. Okay, cannot activate. That's just really weird wordly. But yeah, that's kind of interesting. Interesting indeed. I said interesting again, didn't I? Son of a gun. But yeah, I don't know. That's really worded weird. You have Unibird. You can remove and play this card in one face-up monster you control. Just like one synchro monster in your graveyard with less than or equal of the combined original levels of the other two monsters. Special summon that synchro monster. Okay. Weird. Nothing is bad, but yeah. So we have Blackwing Jetstream the Blue Sky. During damage card, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard to prevent the Blackwing monster you control from being destroyed by battle. Okay, that's cool. But like a Karibo, Spirit Karibo in a sense, or Bacon Saber. I like that. That's pretty cool. Damage calc. So it's not once per turn or once per. No, actually, it's not once per turn or once per duel, but it's pretty cool. And then we have Dragoonity. Sorry guys, it wouldn't be one of my videos without some goddamn interruptions. Alright, we're only on the 3rd pack and we're already getting 2 interruptions going on here. Alright, let's continue on with it. Anyway, we got Dragoonity, Arma, Mistaline? I don't know. This guy. You can special this card from your hand by sending one face of Dragoonity monster you control to the graveyard. Okay, that's cool. When this card is normal or special summon from your hand, you can select one Dragoonity monster in your graveyard and equip it to this card. That's kind of funny because you can send your Dragoonity monster to the graveyard, summon this guy, and then equip that Dragoonity monster back onto him. So that's kind of funny. I like that. Oh, we got our first foil of the thing, possibly. Oh, I should have actually picked Crow. It would have been fitting. Equip only to a level 8 or higher dragon-type synchro monster twice per turn. It cannot be destroyed by battle, and will be destroyed by card effect using choice card instead. Alright, interesting. Equip only. I said it again. Son of goddamn. Yeah, you can play a drinking game with my vid. Equip only to a level 8 or higher dragon-type monster twice per turn? Okay, that's kind of weird. Interesting though. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Son of a gun. Equip only if you activate if you control a face-up rep monster. Change one defense vision monster your opponent controls to the face-up attack, which is attack to 0. Okay, that's cool. It's definitely something that you probably might want to use, maybe. Now, ooh, we got Breaker. Alright, we get your boy Breaker. Just to kick things off. That's cool. Got Breaker, Cyborg Doctor again, Mist Valley Windmaster. Once a turn, if both players have 5 or more cards in their hand, you can activate this effect to make both players send and to create until they have 4. Meh, that's no. We have Blackwing Gladius, the Midnight Sun. Okay. If the only face-up monster you control is a 1 Blackwing, other than Blackwing, you can special summon this card from your hand. Once per this card cannot be destroyed by battle. Okay, so you have to only control 1 Blackwing monster, so you can't control anything else. But still could be useful for synchro summoning stuff, I think, maybe. Who knows? I could be wrong. Ooh, we got something else. Synchro? No, synchro. Yamato no Kami. This is a spirit. We also have spirits in here as well, which is kind of weird. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card cannot be special summoned except by removing from play 1 spirit monster from your graveyard. This card returns to its own trend, obviously, during the end phase spirit special summon. This card destroys opponent's monster by battle. You can destroy 1 spell or trap your opponent controls. Okay. I never really was a big fan of spirits. I don't know, it just never really intrigued me. I always thought they were kind of returning to the hand. Kind of detrimental as well, but I suppose if you have that equip spell, you don't have to, but I don't know. Dragonite Divine Lance. Equip only to a Dragonite monster, it gains attack equal to its level times 100. Okay, and it's unaffected by trap effects during your main phase. Okay. Only during your main phase, though. You can equip 1 Dragon-type Dragonite monster tuner. Dragon-type Dragonite tuner monster from your deck to the monster equipped with this card. You use the effect of Dragonite Divine Lance with return in. Kinda a cool card, I guess. So you have Dragonite Phalanx. Once per turn, when this card is equipped to a monster as an equipped card by a card effect, you can special summon this card. Okay, so that's kind of where the equipping comes into handy there as well. There's also a tuner, so that's kind of cool. Reptilian Spawn. Remove from play 1 reptilian monster from your graveyard, special summon 2 reptilian tokens. Alright. Yep, it's pretty straightforward. We have new Glad-based support as well. So we got a lot of cool, interesting support in this. I don't know if Glad's this is going to take Glads any further. I mean, Glads you can already engage with, so they don't really need anything else. But let's card special summon by the effect of a Glad-based monster. Target 1 Glad-based monster in your graveyard. Banish the target. This card's name is going to target until the end phase. Alright. At the end of the battle phase, this card attack was blah blah. Alright, so it's meh. It's very situational because you have black. Not situational, but you have to have one of your own in the grave, so I don't know. Now we have Blackwing Gust, the Back Blast. If you control no cards, you can special this card from your hand. Okay, so it's like Cyber Dragon. Oh no, it's if you control no card. Yeah, no, it's like Cyber Dragon. You special this card. If your opponent attacks a Blackwing monster you control, the attacking monster loses 2 attack to the damage step only. Don't turn to attack. I don't think it's nothing to write home about, but yeah. Sheenabird Pigeon. Interesting card. I said it again. You know what? I'm just gonna give up at this point. Weird looking art. You can target 1 other spirit monster in the field, return it to the hand. Once per turn during the end phase, this card is normal. Flip face up this turn, return to the hand. I have Blackwing Mistral, the Silver Shield. This card is on the field destroyed inside the graveyard. Reduce the next battle damage you take to 0. I mean, it's cool because it's a tuner as well, but it's also got 1800 defense, so it's not bad. Maybe nothing to write home about, but you know, it's whatever, I guess. We have Reptilian Cycla. Weird looking art. This card destroys a monster with 0 attack by battle. You can special summon that monster from your graveyard to your side of the field. Face up defense position. The effects of that monster negated. Okay, weird. Miss Valley Windmaster, blah blah blah. A Dragoonity Knight Gable. Ooh. I don't know. I don't know if that's how you say it, but that's what it looks like, and that kind of sounds weird. If I was getting paid to do this, I'd probably be demonetized, but just for saying, I don't even know. One Dragon type tuner or one tuner winged beast monster. If this card attack during the damage step, you move and play only 1 winged beast type monster from your graveyard to have this card gain attack equal to the monster till the end phase. That's cool. I like that. Not a big fan of the name. I could be saying it wrong, but at the same time, not a big fan. Some attack with the monster with 0 attack. Your opponent controls cannot be destroyed by battle with reptilian monsters. Okay. Black-winged Strafe. Send 1 Black-winged monster from your hand to the graveyard to select 1 defensive monster opponent controls. Send that target to the graveyard. Huh. Reptilian Medusa. I don't know why I said it like that. So one card from your hand to the graveyard and select one face of monster. Opponent controls the attack of the selected monster becomes 0 and cannot be changed its battle position. So that's kind of how you would use. You could use that in hand with the other effect. Okay, cool. Cool. Alright, that's our first 10 packs. We got an Ultra and an SR. Nothing really crazy, but, you know, it's whatever. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And there's some other cards like Synchro Wave Blast. One monster opponent chose to try. I really like that card. I think that's actually pretty cool. We have a Hysteric Party, a Blackwing, Mega Quake, bunch of reptile. The reptilian cards are really weird looking, not gonna lie. But reptilian guard now. We also have Garuda the Wind Spirit, which is really weird. Gladiator Beast, Hopalamus. So yeah, we got a few Glad Beast cards. Interesting. I really like this box. I think it's pretty cool. It's Izanagi. Blackwing Tornado, the Reverse Wind. So the thing that I guess a lot of people are saying about Blackwings is they're very detrimental to back row support. There's not a lot of back row clearage, so they could, you know, you're going to be relying on Cosmic Cyclones and stuff. I know I think there's one Blackwing card for clearing spells traps. I feel like they should have just given us that. I don't know why they didn't, but it's fine. This vid's been going on really long, so I'm not going to hold you anymore. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button if you enjoyed. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next vid. Peace.